Uncle Dave, I'll let you go first. Head-to-heads, who are you looking at?
Yeah, I actually don't have a one-to-one head-to-head, but on DraftKings Group F winner, and that is five guys here: Minwoo Lee, Nick Taylor, who has done well here; JT Poston, who always seems to do well when I don't bet him; Daniel Berger, who has a great history at this course; and your boy Sahith Theegala at 3-1. I like Sahith. I have him elsewhere on my card. I think he lapped that field. I mean, you mentioned all the reasons we like him this week, and at 3-1 for a head to head against four guys, I like Thigala to come out victorious among those guys. I mean, you got to figure one or two of them is probably not going to make the cut, uh, but I just think his upside here. There's a reason he's favored. He's the Berger's 305, Taylor's 345. There's a reason Segala's only 3-1, and for only 3-1, I'll make that bet all week.
All right, so Uncle Dave going ahead, backing up the gala there. I like to hear that. I'm going to give you guys two different ones here. So I'm going to give you a round one. This one's on DraftKings, and then I'm going to give you one that I found on FanDuel. So this one on DraftKings, it's round one. Pearson Cootie over Max Gracerman at minus 138. Gracerman this dude's just been way down early on in the season here. Here's his last three events. Just last week, he was cut. Week before that, 56th. And before that, 62nd. Gracerman, just if you look at his stats, I mean, it looks like he's really lost his game. There's a lot of stats that I look at, and when I kind of see like things that are alarming and you see the results, it's just one of those situations where I automatically look to fade or just completely stay away. Now, as for Cootie, he's been pretty solid. Second place last week, 18th the week before, 13th the week before that. Everything says play on Cootie and fade Gracerman here. Cootie's never been here, so I guess maybe a little bit of a mark against him, but Gracerman's only been here once, and he ended up finishing 49th, so I'm not really worried about the course history here. I really like Pearson Cootie over Max Gracerman. That is a round one head to head, and I found that one on DraftKings. And then here's the one for FanDuel. So it's a 72 hole head to head. I'm going with Chris Gotterup over Colin Morikawa. It doesn't matter which golfer you pick here, they're both minus 112. Morikawa, it just hasn't been active. His last event was the Sony Open, and he was cut there. Prior to that, I mean, you got to go all the way back to October to find, a Morikawa decent tournament. So the lack of golf here worries me for Morikawa. This isn't a tournament that he typically enters, which is a little bit surprising. When I looked at that, I was a little surprised that he's only been here twice. The last time was in 2023, and it wasn't a good result. He was cut here. The only reason I think you bet Morikawa here is just because of name and career history. I think the reason you bet Goddard up here is simple, that the guy's been really good. 18th last week, and he ends up winning the Sony Open, 19th at the Hero. He's only been here twice before. He was cut both times, but he's just coming in here with more rounds under his belt and good results. So I think Morikawa is giving us value here in the name, but I really think Chris Gotterup is the way to go on this one. So that, again, is on FanDuel, 72 hole head-to-head Chris Gotterup over Colin Morikawa at minus 112.